Hi there, welcome back to the dojo. I'm Russ Leach and I am the comic book black belt, and this is one of a series of vlog videos about the production on a comic book called The Outliers. It's the brainchild of Joe Fulton. You can find me with Joe on Fultonland, his channel, on Thursdays, talking about comics and stuff. I do suggest if you want to find out more about The Outliers, we will be dropping more artwork and bits and pieces about the book over at Fultonland. But the videos that you'll see on this channel are all about my production process. You may have seen the first video to this series where I started putting the turnarounds together. So before we go to pages, we have to make sure the characters have a sound visual design and feel to them, so that should the worst happen and another artist had to draw them instead of me, there would be a continuous feel. There would be that same feel to the characters, and everybody would know exactly how the characters were put together. I plan to be around for all the books, to be honest, and we're looking to do, I think it's 6 books, which is 12 parts. So I'm keen to be involved in all of them because I'm really enjoying doing what I'm doing. I enjoy working with Joe. So as you can see, this is traditional inking. You can see on the right of the screen I've got Clip Studio up. So as I mentioned in the first video, I'll be producing a mix of digital and traditional artwork. So I like to pencil through Clip Studio and then print out blue lines of the pencils and ink more traditionally. So I use a range of brush pens and Pentel Fudanuke, I think it's called. I've also got some others coming today, different bits and pieces, Copics and Faber-Castell. I'm going to give a go as well. So I'll let you know how those brushes work out, because I've got some more turnarounds to ink this week. So what I'm showing here is the traditional ink process from the Saint, who is the main character, like the leader of the Outliers, and you'll be seeing a lot of the story from his perspective. So as you can see, I'm filling in there. I've got my Pentel brush pen there. So if I move up just a little bit, just to finish that off. And the next piece I've got coming up is high tea, so I'll just swap that in so you can see high tea. There you go. And this was the penciling process for high tea. Obviously I've sped the whole thing up, so you're not going to be sitting here forever watching this with me. But it's the great thing about using Clip Studio, whether it be Photoshop or Clip Studio, is I can get exactly what I want out of the pencils. So when I was penciling traditionally, I'd be using a light box. So I'd have my board up, I do put my sketches together, and if I felt that I maybe had a drawing that I wanted to do away from the page, I could do that, trace it or light box it or whatever, and put it back into the layout. I might produce a piece of art. I think this is great, but I need to reduce it in order for it to fit properly into the page. So I could go away and print it, scan it and photocopy it or print it or whatever I needed to do, lay it back on to the light box, and then carry on using the traditional method. But what I find that Clip Studio does and Photoshop does is effectively it means that I don't have to make those extra trips to the printer or to the photocopier or faffing about with things and relaying them out. I can pick them up and move them about at will in the digital environment. and that makes a huge difference. You saw there I flipped something over just to make it easier for me to, and quicker for me to get on and produce the pencils that I wanted to produce. So it's still got that traditional feel. I'm still coming at it really from a traditional perspective. I'm just using the digital tool at hand. So I'll zip through a little bit further. Then you can see that final front elevation of the character. I'm penciling that in. Just fill that up, and then what I'll do is I'll print out blue lines of the pencils, and just whiz back just a little bit, and then you can see, silly things like being able to draw this stuff over the top, and then instead of rubbing out, filling in with white and what have you. So I print that out as blue lines, and then I'll go to a traditional way of putting them together. See me speeding away down in the corner there. A traditional way of putting the final art together, and there's something about having physical art. It's I don't know whether it's the shakiness in the line, because obviously everybody has a natural shake to their hand, or just the contact with the paper. I don't know what it is, but after several years of doing things exclusively digitally, I've found a new love for traditional artwork. My next book, Only Death Can Save Us, book 2, will have, just like this, it will have a mixture of digital and traditional art, and it really comes down to how quickly I can get myself working on the traditional aspects. If I get as quick as I do digital, then I'll do the whole thing traditionally. I doubt I'll be able to do that because digital is that much quicker. There's no doubt about that. So from a production perspective, putting it all in digitally really does make a difference. But there will be a good portion of it to be traditional, and it may well be that Outliers is completely traditional as well. So looking forward to seeing how the whole product ends up, and how all the pages look when they're finished. Like I say, I won't be getting to pages until the end of March, so we'll be finishing off with more of these turnarounds as we go, and I've got, like I say, I've got some more to ink next week, so I'll put another video up next week just to give you an insight into how the production is going and how those other turnarounds are looking once they've already been shown via Fulton Land, or whether Joe wants to put them up on Twitter or Facebook or whatever it is he decides, whatever outlet he decides to do, to use to get those out to everybody. So that's about it. This was literally just to take you through, show everybody what's going on with the turnarounds on Outliers, the techniques I'm using and how that's working out. So thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It makes a big difference to the channel, makes a big difference to me. Algorithms and what have you. Sharing it out is a really good way of beating those algorithms. Sharing the videos out, that helps me out a lot. You can go find me on Twitter, Facebook, all those kind of places. You can find me at russleach.com, comicbookblackbelt.com, or onlydeathcansavus.com. That's the book. Most people would have found out about that by now, but if you don't know about it, you can find that at onlydeathcansavus.com. There is a link there that will get you to the Indiegogo site. It's still available in demand and will be for a little while yet. I have news on where Only Death Can Save Us will be going in the future. It will be continuing to be crowdfunded, but I'm looking to get it out to even larger audiences at sometime very soon. So thanks very much for watching the video, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching Comic Book Black Belt. If you've enjoyed the content from this video, please like, share or subscribe, and come over and follow me on Twitter. It's been great having you in the dojo. See you again soon.